Thunder rumbled low, a warning stitched into the morning stillness. I stood on my porch, coffee steaming in my grip, when a gray SUV slunk into the cul-de-sac like a shark circling blood. No Pine Hollow HOA stickers, no neighborly nod, just a cold stop at my curb. The driver's door cracked open, and out stepped a man who looked forged from petty tyranny. Crisp khakis, mirrored shades, clipboard clutched like a battle axe. He didn't scan the street or pause for the scent of fresh-cut grass. His boots hit my lawn with intent, each step a gauntlet thrown. "Mr. Harper." His voice was slick, practiced, but his eyes were knives slicing across my property. "I'm Travis Klein, Pine Hollow HOA. Your yard's a problem." I sipped my coffee, masking the spark of instinct flaring up. My lawn was textbook trimmed, edged, greener than a golf course. I'd spent years as an internal affairs investigator, sniffing out scams in darker corners than this suburban maze. This wasn't about grass. This was a hustle, and Travis Klein had just bet against the wrong guy. "I'm Jake Harper. I don't chase Dram8 finds me." Pine Hollow was my reset, a quiet corner after busting crooked cops and unraveling frauds who thought they were slicker than oil. But that morning, as Klein scribbled nonsense on his clipboard, I knew peace was a lie about to crack. He slapped a violation sticker on my mailbox bright orange, screaming non-compliant. "Your grass is too uniform," he said, straight-faced, like he'd memorized a manual of absurdities. "Promotes unnatural aesthetics. And this mailbox? Too glossy. Safety issue." I choked back a laugh. "Glossy? It's standard steel." "Glare," he snapped, pen tapping like a metronome of malice. "Distract drivers. Repaint it matte. HOA colors." He shoved a form at me. No logo, just checkboxes and a fine tally scrawled in haste. "Do now, or we can. Settle this." His smirk was a dare, greasy with implication. My pulse leveled, the old investigator waking up. I'd seen this game petty power hiding rot. "Got ID?" I asked, voice calm but steel-edged. He laughed, low and rough. "Don't need it. Enforcement's my badge." Cash talks louder. "Harper." He leaned in, voice dipping. "Smart neighbors keep it friendly. Keeps costs down." My mug grew heavy in my hand. A bribe bold as a neon sign. My porch camera, angled perfectly, was eating this up. My pocket recorder, a reflex from years of sting ops, hummed quietly. "Let me grab my wallet," I said, stepping inside. I took my time. 90 seconds to upload the footage to my secure drive, ping my DA contact, Elise Vaughn, with a heads up, HOA scam alert. I grabbed a Dula 10 bill bait, not compliance. Back outside, I handed it to Klein, watching his eyes glint as he pocketed it. "Good choice," he said, winking. "Bill's still coming. Could climb unless you're cooperative." He sauntered to his SUV, clipboard swinging. I muttered, "That winks your noose, Travis." By noon, Pine Hollow's veneer was peeling. I ran Klein's name nothing. No HOA roll, no license, just a shadow with a history. One drop charge for impersonating a code officer. Someone was wiping his slate. Then neighbors started talking, and the puzzle snapped together. Ellen Price, a retired nurse with a garden like Eden, got fined Dula 800 for unauthorized marigolds that clashed with community tone. She showed me a notice, doubled to do La 1,600 when she questioned it. Ray Delgado, a carpenter who fixed kids' bikes for free, was hit with Dula 600 for a non-compliant Shed 2 Red, apparently. Mia Chun, a librarian who hosted book clubs, faced Dula 1,000 for excessive wind chimes that disrupted harmony. All three had one thing in common. They'd opposed Vanessa Lyle's bid to ramp up HOA patrols at the last meeting. This wasn't about marigolds or sheds. It was a vendetta, a squeeze to crush rebels. Klein was the muscle, but Vanessa HOA president and real estate mogul was the puppet master. Her husband, Owen Lyle, ran Lyle Realty, scooping up stressed, homes cheap, flipping them for millions. The math was ugly. Fines pushed owners to sell, while Realty bought low, and the profit stacked high. I dug through violation logs and property deeds, coffee cold on my desk. Targeted homes weren't random solid properties, just below top value, perfect for flipping. Ellen's marigolds grew on a lot zoned for condos. Ray's shed sat on a corner Owen-eyed for retail. Mia's chimes hung over a house blocking Lyle's next big deal. By dusk, I'd started a case file. HOA abuse, bribery, fraud. Klein's VYDO his smirk, his pocketed do la 10 was dynamite. His form? A prop, no legal teeth. I emailed Elise. Pine Hollow's HOA is a racket. Vanessa's the head, Klein's the fist. Going deeper. Her reply was instant. This smells like racketeering, Jake. Give me hard proof. Next morning, I was all hunter. My laptop glowed with HOA bylaws, minutes, and shady posts in Pine Hollow's private forum, where concerned residents praised Vanessa's firm hand while slamming her critics. Klein's name popped up in old threads, always tied to fines and veiled threats. Pay up or regret it. No one had fought back fear, had them chained. I VY cited Ellen, Ray, and Mia, thermos in hand to keep it casual. Ellen's fine was now due law 2 for 100-inch marigold reoffense. Ray's shed hit due law 1,800 after he called the HOA's bluff. Mia's chimes were due law 2,500 with a lien looming. Their anger was fire, but my footage lit a spark of hope. He tried me too, Ray growled. Said due law 150 would clear my shed. Ellen clutched her fine. My marigolds are framed, Jake. They're not winning. Mia's voice shook. I thought I was alone. Felt like sinking. I promised to fight. Back home, I slowed Klein's VYDO. His eyes didn't linger on my grass, they scanned my garage, fence, mailbox, mapping leverage. This was a scout, not an inspection. I called Elise. He's casing targets. I need Vanessa's orders to bury her state probe. Asset locks, the works. Elise was all in. Find me a confession, Jake. I'll move fast. To hook Vanessa, I went covert. I built Lydia Grant, a new resident eager to please, using a burner email to join the HOA's Facebook group. I liked Vanessa's post gushing about standards and asked naive questions. How do I stay compliant? She messaged me. Loyalty's the trick, Lydia. Play nice, no trouble. I nudged harder, faking worry about Klein. His VY sit scared me. Normal? Her reply was gold. VYS is messy. I'm in charge now. Clean, no traces. Not enough for court, but close. I set a meeting, posing as Lydia, offering to back the board. At a dim cafe, I wore a cap, glasses, and a wired mic, playing the starry-eyed ally. Vanessa glided in, all silk blouse and smug grin, sipping latte like she owned the world. Compliance is king, Lydia, she said, voice low. Some folks complainers, stubborn ones need a shove to leave. I leaned in. A shove? How? Her smile was a blade. Finds VY sits pressure. They crack, sell cheap. I handle it solo, now no leaks. My mic caught every word, a rope tightening. I sent the audio to Elise that night. She called, buzzing. Jackpot, Jake. We're rolling. While Vanessa planned her Unity Gala, a glitzy HOA bash with wine and photo ops, Elise team struck. They froze Vanessa's accounts, subpoenaed Lyle Realty's books, and prepped a takedown. Gala night. The clubhouse sparkled with fake cheer. Vanessa was mid-speech, waxing about community pride, when two officers flanked her. Her wine glass crashed, splintering as gasps rippled through the crowd. Vanessa Lyle, come with us, an officer said, steady as stone. News vans tipped off caught all. By morning, headline screamed, Pine Hollow HOA racket busted. The hollow hustle trended Klein as clipboard crook, Vanessa crowned fine queen in memes. Owen babbled denials, but his ledgers sang, flipped homes, laundered cash, all tied to Vanessa's fines. The fallout spread. I found a due law 6,000 donation from Lyle Realty to Councilwoman Tara Blake, who'd pushed HOA-friendly laws loosening fine rules. The timing matched Vanessa's spree. I sent it to Elise, who looped in state ethics. Blake's funds were frozen, her staff ghosted. A leaked email tied her to Lyle Realty, due law 18,000 for consulting. The pro grew, eyeing other officials. Pine Hollow breed free. No more patrol cars, no fines for rogue daisies. Nora Tate, a retired principal with a fair streak, took over as interim council head, vowing open votes and clear books. Ellen's marigolds rioted, Ray's shed glowed red, Mia's chimes sang. Neighbors, once hushed, now grilled burgers and swapped laughs, yard alive with flags and gnomes. But one name haunted me, Amos Bell, a widower who carved birdhouses in his garage. Vanessa's files flagged him fine for a cluttered porch sign made by his late wife, Ruth, and unapproved roses. I VY cited, coffee in hand. Amos's home ticked with sawdust and memory. He showed me 2 fines, Dula $700 for the sign, Dula $900 for roses. Didn't argue, he said, eyes far off. Thought it was just rules. I got his permission to dig. Vanessa's list named 6 more, 4 fined, 2 sold. Lila Patel, a teacher, was hit for Dula $1,100 over unapproved shutters. Sam Ortiz, a vet, got Dula $800 for a bold flag. Their stories burned. Vanessa wasn't alone. Retaliation hit. My mailbox was bashed. A note slipped under my door. Quit or hurt. I wired camera's driveway. Porch catching Greg Dunn, Klein's buddy, prowling at dusk. He folded fast, admitting Vanessa paid him to scare troublemakers. Owen funneling cash VUI of fake invoices. Elise's probe widened, nabbing 2 board allies tied to Lyle Realty flips. A whistleblower, Tara Chun, ex-HOA secretary, gave emails. Vanessa bragged about softening owners. Owen lined up buyers. Tara quit when Vanessa demanded she torch Dula $8,000 in consulting records. Tuesday, Pine Hollow roarback. Nora held a meeting on renamed Liberty Lane. Chairs across the street, kids passing lemonade. Amos spoke, voice firm. They find Ruth's sign. It's love, not clutter. Lila shared her shutters, Sam's flag. Nora exposed Vanessa's list every target a fighter. We end this, she said. No, HOA. A council, volunteer, no fines without proof. Cheers erupted. 93 Fan Tram voted yes. Vanessa's gala was dust. Friday, agents hit Lyle Realty, seizing records, tying Owen to flips. Blake quit after Tara's emails named her. Klein took a plea fraud, 5 months. Greg testified for a deal. Vanessa faced racketeering, banned from HOAs. Her estate sold to Lila and Sam, who painted it yellow. Wind chimes everywhere. Weeks later, Pine Hollow shone. Kids chalked sidewalks, flags waved, Ellen's marigolds blazed. Amos's birdhouses graced potlucks, Ray's shed hosted story nights. Nora's council banned loan fines, open ledgers. Elise called. Blake was indicted, Dula $55,000 traced to flips. A last file named Senator Ian Cole, Dula $11,000 consulting. I sent it over. Elise grinned. Bigger fish now, Jake. Amos passed, his birdhouse on my porch, Ruth sign in my yard. Lila and Sam threw barbecues, Ellen taught kids gardening. Cole fell, tied to 9 rackets. Elise pushed reform, capping HOA power. I consult, warning of a Lyle paradox control mast as care. Liberty Lane thrives, my truck park proud, unknown by the roses. Corruption festers elsewhere, but here, we're free. If you were the one in this story, how would you react? Would you stand up and fight back, or accept the unreasonable pressure and control from the HOA? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this VY Deo with more people. Your small action gives us the motivation to keep bringing you more intense and engaging stories. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next VY Deo.